This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and it is Thursday morning, May the 7th. May the 7th. Welcome to my desk. Welcome into Fib Diggity. I have mornings when I come in here, I don't know what I'm going to do. So what I do at that point is I usually think I'm going to work in my page-to-page journal where I'm just gluing scraps in. But I got in here and started looking and I go, well, I've got this little mouse pad journal. I have done some things in it. I put some ladies in it. And I have some smalls over here, just some little bits and pieces I thought I would try to put in there. I found this book where I'm cutting pictures of dolls out of it, fussy cutting. And I had been watching, I think it was Becky, who started doing small art. And I have this, I probably got it in a sale someplace, or I'm not sure where I got it, but it's a photo holder. I'm not going to put photos in it. But I thought I could do some art in here. And then I also have this journal where I could do some small art and put it in here. This journal is not bound yet. So I'm not sure where I'm going to go with that. I was sorting out, and I also found this box, probably of scraps that I thought I'd go through. So let me get over here and get into my channel and welcome folks in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Let's go to my YouTube. I'm a little early this morning. I better turn the sound down. Doop. And I want to go to my channel. See if I'm on live here. Here I am. And I've got an ad. Now streaming. That's Meri who's streaming. And there I am with no chat box. So let's try this again. Oh, there we are. And it's Ray. Hi, Ray. Ray D, it's good to see you. Welcome in. And I've got some folks out in the balcony. Come on in and say hello to Ray and to Meri. Got 7 of you out there. Do I have all messages on? I do. Or you can be in the balcony. Thanks for being a member, Ray. I see that little red circle with the star there. Thank you for joining my membership. I have a membership video that I did as an unlisted. And of course, it's taken 24 hours to process. I don't know. They give really low priority to unlisted videos. And what I was going to do was bring it down and edit it. It needs some editing. And then put it up as a member video. But YouTube says, you got to wait 2 days, Meri. Welcome to those of you that are up in the balcony. Let's see what's in this box. I think it's more small stuff. Some text pieces. Yeah, Crayola wrappers. And what else? Just scrap. More scrap. Here's looks like a tongue depressor. Lot number GW 26819. And a lot of scraps in here. What's this way down at the bottom? Oh, looks like a little inchy swap. Aunt Beck's Creations. 3/27/20. Oh, she sent me some inchies. I don't know if these are all hers. I think this was a swap. And I'm not sure where I got this. I didn't do this one. I don't think I did this one. This one looks like it's mine up here with the blue rose on it, or it could be the gold. Or these might all be from Becky. I don't know. I don't remember, back to 6 years ago. March of 27th of 20. I'll have to save that out. How did that get in here with all these scraps? Is there something else down in there? Oh, here's another one. This says Aunt Beck 2, 3/27/20. Well, these surely were all from Aunt Beck. I don't remember what we did. It looks like a twinchy and some inchies. And these might have been, I'm wondering if folks sent in, I don't know where I got these. I don't remember the swap. And this looks like some trim of some sort. And these are some littles. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put all of these littles in here. And this will be a littles box. Like, I don't have enough scraps. Let me fix my quality. Hold on, I've got to fix the quality over here. It's horrible. Oh, and I got an ad. Hold on. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Of course, I've got the blank chat box again. Come on. There we are. Now, let's fix the quality up here to advanced 1080. Ray is here talking to me. There's 9 of you out there that I'm not seeing. The only person I'm seeing is Ray, and all of you others are sleeping up in the balcony. Wake up, it's a new day. It's a new day. Today is Thursday. Wednesday, was it Wednesday or Tuesday? It was Tuesday. We went to my brother had a doctor appointment. And then on the way home, we went to Menards. And I bought 22 bags of topsoil and 2 bags of garden soil. And so yesterday was Wednesday. We loaded them all in the back of my car. And it was so funny because there was a man walking out in the parking lot, and he said, "What are you going to do with all that dirt?" And my brother said, "I don't understand why you just buy dirt. You know, spend too much money on dirt." And I'm going, "How much money do you spend a month on cigarettes?" And he was really quiet after that. So I guess my dirt was justified. But yesterday I had to take all of those bags of dirt out of his car. What I'm doing is I have mineral tubs. I've got 10 mineral tubs. And I'll put things like petunias and impatiens and that. They don't really need expensive garden dirt. So I spent yesterday 2 bags each to top off all those 10 bag mineral tubs. And then the garden dirt that I bought, I'm going to plant zinnias in. Because I want them, I'm going to put them out in front of the front porch. All right. Got an ad? Linda's here. Hi, Linda. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Come on, Flip. Maybe I have to turn this off. Oh my, Mary, I can't wait to see what you plant. Well, I have a whole bunch of seedlings started, and they're still probably about 2 inches tall, but I need them to get stronger before I get them out there. I've got phlox, creeping phlox. I've got marigold and lavender and some other things too. I can't remember. We've been having really cool evenings, so we can't really put plants out yet, although it's the weather report says there's warmer days on the horizon. This weekend it's going to get warmer. So today is Thursday. I'd love to go up to town today and buy plants so that I can put them out. I think our cold weather hopefully is over with. We had a false spring, and it ruined our daffodils for this year. The cold snap. And they came out and they bloomed, and then it got cold and froze them, and it just, all the crocuses and little snowdrop flowers, all that, it just destroyed them. It was so sad. So we didn't get any daffodils this year, but we'll let them die back, and if we don't have that same thing next year, we'll get daffodils. Our peonies are budding. They're not blooming yet. My brother said they usually bloom. They bud now and they bloom around Memorial Day. But he says we get big winds here, and they can really wreck a peony patch. That they can really blow them over. So, welcome in, Linda. It's good to see you. Is Laura here? There's Jersey. Hi, Jersey. Welcome in. Thank you guys for popping in, saying good morning to me. If you can't stay, I understand. So, what am I going to do first? I think I'll work in this one first, and then I think we'll do some small art. Becky's been doing small art, and I certainly have enough around here. Let me get these off of the table. And I guess I'll put this in here too, back in here. This will be a little scrappy scrap box for the littles. Let me get, because I have to clear off a space to work. I don't have much space to work. And what I do in here, I call this my paste-to-page journal. And let me just put this envelope here. I got this idea from Dee Dee. This is kind of how she works. She'll just open a journal and paste scraps in the background. Then she'll go back and do art around all of these. And I noticed I've already drawn squares around these, but my art, I did one page of art where I'm doing a portrait. And this was scrap in the background. This was a pattern piece here, and this was just some scrap. And I was thinking I'd do portraits on all of these pages. Well, I'm not going to draw a portrait today, but here's some of this one is one of my favorites. So you can see the scraps I've been pasting in, and I'm thinking I'll probably journal on here, maybe put a wash on the background and do some journaling. And the same with these. These are some big magazine images that I could not cut up. This one I just trimmed around the jars. But most of these are scrappy scraps. And I just put them in with a glue stick, and it does a pretty good job. So, it looks like I have a piece here that I've been going around with. So let's just grab a few, and let me tell you, Meri has scraps. Meri has scraps. Oh. Oh, and the other thing I thought I'd do, I tucked it in this bag of, I have a bag of scraps that I'm trying to empty, but I seem to be filling it more than emptying it. I think I'll take and do some scrap envelopes. I think I'll do that too. I'm going to keep this out to remind me. Let's pick out a few scraps to put in here. Let's see what I have. Hold on. No. I don't want to go digging too much. There, that's good. So this is has a punch. It's a gingerbread man. This is seasoned greetings, so that's kind of Christmassy. This was a pattern. I don't think I'm going to use this as a scrap because it has this is crocheted. And so I'm going to keep that out of my scrap box. I've got some pattern paper. I've got some more little stuff. Let's see. That's a card. A tag. I think these are cards. The paper. I'll come back to those. Let's see what I got in here. Crunchy scrunch scrunch. Crunchy scrunch. Let's see. Well, I've got some. This really isn't scrap, but this is Bow Bunny. I might use a page out of that. Some of this is just white tissue. More cards, I think. Well, this is looks like some magazine images. White paper that I'm going to make journal pages out of. All right, this might be enough. I have scraps. Scraps, scraps, scraps. I'll put all this away later. I don't think I want to do Christmas in here. Yep. Sorry for all the crunching. Let me go to my chat, filter all messages. Ray says, hey Laura, got 11 of you out there. Linda and Ray and Laura popped in to say good morning. You're not saying good morning to me. All right, that's okay. This is a Tim Holtz. I'll come back to that. Let's do one of these postcards. I don't know what was going on here. Oh, it goes this way. All right, we'll tear those. I put my rulers in a jar. So because I had them over here on the side of the desk and they kept getting in my way. I still have things that are getting in my way. You know, actually, I might put these postcards on envelopes. Let's do that. Let's just do that. Do, 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 do. I hope that you all are having a good week. The weekend's right around the corner. Woohoo! Woohoo! I might have to cut this one. I don't know if this little piece will tear. He's trying to. Yeah, he tore off there. And let's just cut this. So that'll be for one envelope. This one has a crease in it, but I think once I get that glue on there, I can work that crease out. I'm still going to put it on an envelope. So, I am going to be gardening this weekend. I'm kind of ahead of the game, and our neighbor mowed the lawn for us, but I think I'm going to have to go back and, because the dandelions are popping up, taking over the yard, so I might have to mow that part of the yard. Our yard, the grass isn't ready to be mowed, but the dandelions, our neighbor doesn't mow his dandelions, and they blow over in our yard. And I bought a dandelion picker that helps, but I can't do 20 million dandelions. So we just enjoy them. Dandelions are just flowers. But they're usually gone after a bit. I mean, they don't, there's a few that stay around in the summer, but okay, I think what I'm going to do next is grab 3 envelopes. Put this back down below. And these are scraps that I pulled out to use. Let me get these off my desk or I'm going to knock them over the cliff. And let me grab a wax paper here. Move this up a little. And what I'm going to do is glue these on some envelopes. That might be a fun way to use up some of these scraps. Now this one will have to go portrait style, but... And I'll put the address over here on this side. Once I glue this down, I'll put my addressing on this side. I do that, it goes through the mail okay. And then they can take this out and use it for a, let's put this over here, use it in their journal if they want. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome. And I'm tatting. Went to the Tatting Muse, had a stream yesterday, and she did a nice, showed us how to make kind of a rosette. I guess you could call it that. I'm not sure that's what she called it. I forget what it was, but it looked like something I could attempt to do. That's fairly straight. There we go now. I think I will. Whew, it's warm in here. Turn this fan toward me. Do, 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 do. I'm up and going this morning. I'm going to put a black line around the edge here with, yeah, I get all these pins out and then they get in my way. I'm looking for my pen plus gear. He's probably the one that fell on the floor. That's a scrap. See, here we could do some small art around those pictures, I think. I don't see my pen plus gear. Is that a gold pen? That's one of those uniballs. I might keep that one. I'm looking for, I might have to get them out again. That one might work. Here's what I'm looking for. Let's put these back in the Angie bowl. So what are you guys all working on? Are you doing any art? Are you doing any art? No, I was going to keep that out. I think I'll put it on top. Scissors. Okay. Make sure that that's glued down. It feels like it's glued down good. And let's just go around this. Make it a little stronger. Now I should do an entire box of these. This is a good way to use up your fussy cuts. This happens to be a postcard that I got from Rebecca Wills, and I still have the postcard, but I printed this early on before my printer choked on me. And yes, I'm still debating about whether to get an HP or another Epson. I lean toward the HP, and then I go, well, no, maybe I should get an Epson because I'm more familiar with it. You know, I put that wax paper up above and my fan blew it away. Let me get another piece out. I don't want to get up and chase it down. I'll have to put it on the other side. Or put something on top of it so it won't blow. I don't want it to blow. Let's do this one, because I think that even with that crease in there, I think it'll be okay. I'm hoping that this wet glue will kind of help that crease even out a little, but I'm not sure. I know Yes Paste evens out the creases pretty good. And I like these Pen Plus gears. They're nice and sticky. I don't have a problem with them. Put this one over here. Yeah, I did a pretty good with evening out that crease. Needs to come down a little. Well, still not where I want it. Got an ad. Jersey says, nice, Chris. Hi, Chris. Chris Crochet a lot. Welcome in. Blue. Blue. Christy. What color blue? Christy Crochet a lot says, I'm crocheting a summer top. And they said, nice. What color? And she says, blue. Is it a short-sleeved or sleeveless? I have never, mostly when I do crochet, I haven't done crochet for a long time, but usually when I do crochet, it's an Afghan. It's usually an Afghan or hot pads or something. I struggle to get my projects done, big projects like Afghans. I struggle because I get so interested in so many things. I did finish a Christmas Afghan, though, a couple years ago. And then I started a white one. And I never got it done. White, meaning varying colors of white. Off-white, white, whatever white I could find at the thrift store. But it was all 4-ply yarn. But it sits out there next to my recliner, folded up in a, I had a plastic tub that held candy at one time. I quit eating that candy. But I'm liking these a lot. I never got it done. Let's glue this one down. Now I'll have to put these in a special place. Maybe I'll put them back in the box and put the box over here as a project to work on. This morning when I came in here, I said, I don't know what I'm going to work on. And I said to myself, when I don't know what I'm going to work on, I'm going to glue scraps down. Make sure my corners are all gluey. I was laughing at the wheelbarrow yesterday because I had to move that dirt. This doesn't feel sticky here. I had to move that dirt from the garage up to the front yard, and I don't just pick up bags of dirt and move it. I put 2 bags in a wheelbarrow, move it to the planter that I'm going to put it in. I do it 2 at a time. And I had 10 planters and a tub and the front yard. Let's see. Maybe right in here. Yeah. Oh, it's a little off center. I wonder if I can pick that up. Move that over a little. Problem is, I can't see where the... Well, I'm going to have to glue that again. I want it to stick. I do have the fan going. I think that helps this glue dry out really fast. But at least I got it off. Yeah, let's try this one more time. It's going to have to do. That's pretty good. I'm not unhappy. Now let's bring it out a little. Make it pop. Make it pop. This ruler is going to need to be cleaned. This is a little off. Maybe I'll bring that up a little more. Let's do it on this. Needs to be a little bit thicker, Mary. There we go. So I've got 3 envelopes, and I'm just going to continue doing that to envelopes. Maybe I'll find things as I go. I'm going to put these, if I can find the box, what I did with the box. It's a reach, it's a reach. I'm going to put these back in here, and maybe I'll do this entire box like this. Woohoo! An envelope project. Now, I pulled those scraps out. My ruler back in here. I pulled those scraps out. Let's see what I have. I have this. Don't know if I want to use from that or not. Let's see if I've got any other scraps up above. I tend to put, this is some tissue paper. I've got some tracing paper. I don't think I want to use tracing paper. That's another project in the works. This is a project in the works. Unfinished projects. Well, let's see. I've got more stuff here. Oh, these will be some scraps. These are addresses. I don't want to do those. So, some scraps in there. All right. I might be able to do some more envelopes. I made some cards for the members, and these were too big to put on the cards. The cards were this size. And this, I think I'm going to send this to Miss Rebecca. She sent me a swap, and she really wasn't in the swap that I know of. But I want to send her a return piece, so I'm going to send that to Rebecca. Hold the phone. Mary's working here. Let's put these back in here. I'm not ready to use these yet. I do like getting these cellophane envelopes from when I buy things at the auction, because they help me organize my stuff. All right, this is a piece that, this is the original that I use out in my printer to test when I need to run. And these are not scrap. This is a scrap. All right. Oh, that isn't what I thought I had. Hold on. There's more scrap in here. It's just the top one that... Oh, these are scrap. Those are scrap. These are some bees that I'm sending stickers. Now, this is what I ran off of the... I don't know if you can see the bee. Let me stand up. These are some stickers I'm sending to members who come to my member streams. And I'm sending them a roll of this bee size and a roll of, this one's too dark. The one I'm sending to them is lighter. This is why this is a scrap. But there's a bee in here. And this came off too dark. I made it lighter. And then I did, this is what I put on stickers on the cards that I'm sending to them, the bunny cards. Here's where I made these lighter, I think. You can see the bees. And these are some, my ink was starting to fade. Last year, when I was doing the Harrison Fisher, I would print off some stickers. And these are all faded. Here's a Never Fear Your Own Voice. Here's some. This is where my printer stopped printing nice. It all of a sudden started printing blue, and I never recovered yeah. So, let's start with maybe these. And, and let's see what. I'm thinking I can do some more envelopes. Not that one. These might go on some envelopes. I don't know. Houdini. This was, these were we're doing a zine. It's lasting all year. But these were some stickers I printed off for Halloween. And I don't know if I ever got these sent to them, but this is where it started printing blue to me, and I didn't want to send blue stickers. I'm not sure whether I should fussy cut these. Let's do it this way. Let's do a couple pages in my paste-a-page book and get it off my table. I don't know if I want to use those. Put those above. Let's see. Paste-a-page. This was a Somerset art page. This was obviously a magazine page. I think I was going to make a journal out of those. This is a scrap. This is a scrap. And this is a card. Thinking of you. Goes like that. All right. Don't know if I want to use that whole thing. Let's do this one. Looks like some ladies down here. This is not my art. This is a Somerset magazine freebie page that they give you to tear out and use. So I'm going to tear it out and use it. My brother had a medical procedure done and I was in the waiting room. And I took some Somerset magazines to read. And I started tearing out the freebie art pages. They were old Somerset magazines. That's pretty strong. That would make a nice card in itself, but we're going to use it here. We're going to use it. Who's out there? Jersey says, hello, Exotic. Oh, did 2.0 come in? Hi, 2.0. Welcome in. Welcome on in. Welcome in. They're saying good morning, good morning, good morning. Jersey says, I have an HP. Cost me $55 better than the $300 Epson. I just wanted to let you know. Yeah, I paid, well, my Epson was not a, it was a, not used, but it was an older model. I don't think I paid $300 for it. I probably paid closer to $200, maybe $250, which is getting close to $300. I don't know if I could get an HP for $55. I want an EcoTank because I do lots of printing for the, and it uses a lot of ink. It uses a lot of ink. This one might work better over here. To print all those stickers. Maybe tear it there. And this one over here with this one. All right, this is the page we're going to do in here. Let's tear this here. Yeah, I I don't have anything against HP. I had an HP scanner a long time ago, probably in the 90s, 1990s. And we'll do it like that. And it was a tabletop, but it wasn't just a little piece. It was like, the scanner was probably about 22 by 14, and you don't see those anymore, that large. Maybe in, office models or library, you might see a larger scanner like that. And I probably paid a pretty penny for it, because that was when scanners were more expensive. They've come down in price since then. Let's put this right about here. I'm going to put this right over it. And then this lady is going to go in here. Maybe something like this. Yep. And HP has their EcoTank, their smart printers. What's happening to my printer now is I put more black ink in it, and it overflowed. And I had a mess to clean up. But luckily this ink is washable ink. And I did have protection under the printer to catch anything, so it was still a mess to clean up, but it was a pretty fast job. It doesn't feel very sticky in there. We're going to put this lady right in here. Maybe down a little. I don't know. This is pretty strong paper. I don't know if my glue stick is going to be strong enough to hold it. We shall see. Yeah, I was reading the reviews on Facebook, and when HP first come out with their Smart Tank advertising, and a lot of the people who owned Epsons said, "We like our Epson, we like our Epson." Then Epson put up an ad, and the HP people said, "We like our HP." And I'm going, I don't know who to believe anymore. I think this is all rigged. Let's see how I want to do this. I could almost take this top off. Come clear down. Tear this right about here. Put it that way. Like that. Now I think I'll put this piece on last. And this piece will come even with this over here. All right. So you like your HP jersey? As far as cost goes, it sounds like you got a pretty good deal. Now, one thing I don't like about, and this could have been what happened when my ink overflowed. I think the overflow tank needs to be, oh, this comes out. Well, I'm going to tear it. Do I want to tear it? It's sticky there. The overflow tank may need to be adjusted, and I looked up how to clean the overflow tank, and they said you need to send it in. You have to tear the back off and all of that, and I'm going, I don't want to fool with it. By the time you send it in for somebody to work on it, you have might as well buy a new printer by the time you pay them to work on it, pay somebody to work on it. And I called Epson before when I was having an issue, and this tore. I'm not going to use that. And they said that the nearest technician to me was 300 miles away. I'm going, no thank you. I'm not going to pay the cost of 300 miles. And this all needs to be glued up in here. And we're going to put this, I'd like something under that. I don't know if I have another piece available. What do I have in here? More littles. More littles. Do I have anything that's plain? No. I guess I'll leave it like this, maybe. Up a little. That's pretty good. I'm okay with that. What happened to my wax paper? It blew away again. I found one. That was what I was using. Oh, there's a scrap of fabric I could put there. Maybe a piece over here and a piece down there. We'll come back to that. Starlings woke you up? The starlings woke you up? Do you live on the East Coast? Well, I guess it is getting light out. Is it light on the West Coast? Are they early birds? Are they early birds? Let's put this even up in here. Over a little. And I'll probably have to come back and if this glue dries out and reattach things. Now I have this piece. If I divide this in half, I can put half on each side. This was some that I sent for fabric swap, Becky's fabric swap. Block swap. And of course, what are you doing? Put half here and half up. Half up here. see if I can get glue on this. I don't know. Looks like I can. I kind of like that. I'm usually not a graphic, like, shapes. I usually like organic shapes. But this turned out to be kind of rectangular page, which is okay. Rectangles. And that needs a little glue here. There we go. I'm happy with that. Use my Somerset scrap. So that's all we're going to do in this. We'll come back to this another day. I need to do some drawing. Well, I'm lying to you. Let's go back to that page I just did. Wherever I did it, I almost have this book filled. And let's draw with my pencil a border, because I'm going to put borders on all these pages. I need to draw. I thought I was going to put all portraits in here, but now I'm not so sure. I don't know what I'll do. I got the portrait at the beginning page. I'll probably do some portraits. I think I said some animals. Let's bring this down a little. This went right up to the top here. Bring it over a little. That looks pretty good. And this helps. I'll be using masking tape or painter's tape to make these borders, but this helps me figure out where I want to put them. Gives me a sense of, might put another strip down here because it's pretty thin there. All right, now I'm done. Let's move on, Meri. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. And see what I've done here? See, I've also put borders around these. These are fun pages to do your art on. And that's the first page. I'm done with that. I finished it on April 10th. Paste-a-page journal. I might have to take these out of here if it gets too big and put them in a different binder. We'll see. Not gonna worry about it now. Let's move on. Let's do some little pieces. I might zoom in for this. This is my matchbook. I didn't do anything on that first page. I'm gonna leave it. And it would have been, of course, this I kind of figured out what I was doing here. It probably would have been easier to do this a page at a time and then put it in a matchbook. But all right, let me zoom in a little so you guys can see it a little better. A little better. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Uh-oh, it says rotate device. But I think I'm good. All right, let me get my wax paper out. And let's see what I have here. These are some fussy cuts, little fussy cuts. They're kind of, some of them are kind of dark. Well, it looks like a lot of them are dark. Looks like a pillow. Here's a doll head. She's usable. This is a plate. You can use that. These that are kind of dark, I'm not going to use. This is a bottle. Of course, you know, on a lighter page, it might work. It's kind of tall. Now, I have no idea what that is. It looks like little silhouettes in there. Somehow. Well, these look like little quilt patterns. I'll save those out. This is a vase. That one's tall. Dark. Some of these I have to figure out what they are. There's a flower of sorts. That's too tall. That one's too tall. There's a checkerboard. Another plate. I think I cut up Koval's Antique Guide. I think that's where these came from. She's nice, but she's too tall. I don't know what that is. Some of these things I don't know whether it's a Mickey Mouse. I have no idea. Too tall, too tall. Bottles. Oh, my journal is flipping around on me. That one might work. Gonna have to do some larger pages. Some of these will work on small art. There's a Santa Claus. I have no idea. I work for pennies a day. It might fit in one of these, or on the back of one. Those are too tall. There's a deer. He might go on a darker page. Too tall. Looks like an old fan. It's getting away from me. Looks like a bucket. That one might fit. Some of these might go on envelopes. Some of them I have no idea. I don't want to spend the time figuring it out. That one will work. All right, I think I have enough. I'm going to put these back. They're floating around on me. Got a bunch of them. I should put them in a bag. But right now, I'm just going to put them back in the envelope because I want to move on. Come on, what are you doing? I'll put the... Honestly. I have a bunch of them. This lady. She's pretty cool. Get in there, lady. Just got a few more to put away here. Oh, she'll go. She can stay out. I don't know what they are, but they're short enough. Okay. Now, this is going to slip slide around on me. So what I think I'm going to do, pull this out for now. Fold it in half, maybe. And since it slips sliding around, I don't even know what that is. I am going to take a piece of painter's tape. I don't know if this will work, but it's driving me nuts how it slides around. I should have done these separately. I'm going to tape it down. And maybe that will hold it while I'm working on it. This. Alrighty. Let's pick out a page here. Something. A plate. I don't know what's on that. Here. I like this. It's probably one, no. Some of these I don't even know what they are. It's hard for me to see in here. We're going to do this one. Little art. Matchbook. Small art. I should get out my magazine that I use as a glue book thing. So then I can flip the page. Is it upside down? There we go. Now I'll flip the page and let's put this on it. Let's get my magazine out. I got it down here. Someplace. There we go. Get back up to my desk with this chair. Alrighty. So now we want something here. And eagle. Whistle. These are a little taller. That plate that I don't know what is. Looks like it might be a Santa Claus. Owensboro. It's a little small. How about putting a lady? She looks kind of quizzy, like she's thinking about things. I don't know if I want another doll on there. See, I have to think about things. I thought I had some of those quilt squares. Let's try this man. He'll peek out a little. I kind of like him there. I think I'll use him. Just using up. Use it or lose it. Oops, don't tear his head off. Stuck to my finger. Put his feet here. There we go. This could go on the back of one. I work for pennies a day. I'm going to put it on the back. I need to use it. My fingers tend to stick to this glue. It's sticky stuff. He says, I work for pennies a day. There we go. Now, what do I want to put over here? I was looking for. Those two I'm going to save out. There's a tray. You know, this came out of the doll book, but this came out of the antique guide. We'll use that tray. Kind of like a Coca-Cola tray type thing. I don't know if it's a Coke, it's a lady. Ew, look how this sticks to my finger. Hope it sticks to the page like that. Let's see what what else I have in here. Santa Claus. This is just a shape. Probably goes like this. I don't know, maybe it goes like this. See, I think it's a vase of some sort. I'm going to use it. Yeah. Pen Plus Gear glue sticks, let me tell you, they're sticky. They are sticky. I want to put it at an angle, just for the fun of it. And on some of these, I could actually tear them out and use them as small art. We'll see what happens. This is a matchbook. This one has 2 little babies on it. We'll use that. Let's see what else I have in here. This is the quilt square. That's kind of, I'll save him for another day. How about the checkerboard? How about the checkerboard? I think I'll use that. So we gave up our dish subscription. My brother's TV stopped working with the dish. I did order a rabbit ears for him, but now we have to send the modem back to the dish people. And that's something I need to do today. There's a fan or something. Looks like an old fan. Not sure I want to use that. How about the deer? He kind of fades into the back. He goes better on another. We'll do this lady. So that's something I have to do today. Get it sent back, or they'll charge my brother for the modem that he's not using. Just one thing after another. Yesterday it was getting all the dirt out of the back of his car. All the dirt bags. That took me a couple hours. How do I want to put this? I'll put it like that. I don't know if that's the right way or not, but there it is. Let's put this here. Maybe it goes, it says home. Don't ask me how I'm going to use this after I get it done, because I don't know. I have no idea. How will that deer look on here? I think he needs to go on something darker yet. I don't know if I have it. He may not get used. And do this, get inspired as we go, how we're going to use this. I might use it as a matchbook and tear things out and use them on cards or ATCs or tags. See, this glue tends to dry out after a while. That's what bothers me with this. It always needs repair. It's sticky glue, but it dries fast. Now, my cats, if I tear this out, I still have a cat. So I think I'll leave them alone. That brings us to this. Does the deer look good on there? I need a really dark background for that deer. I've got another quilt pattern here, or some kind of a square pattern. I can put it at an angle. Yeah, I bought a whole bunch of these books about the size of that doll book I had out earlier, and a couple of the Covell's antique guides were in there. And that's where all these little smalls came from. I've got a doll book and an antique guide. Now, we've got another lady here. Let's see what I have. Got the Mickey Mouse. Whistle. Let's do the whistle. The something something. Everyone, the drink everyone enjoys. Whistle. I don't know what that is. Looks like it's a bottle of milk to me. Got the eagle. I kind of like that there. I'm just putting them in. I still got the backs to do, but we're not going to do that today. Put that jug there. That needs to go on a darker page. Put the lady. And I'm looking. I haven't figured this one out yet. I don't know what it is. Looks like it might be a Santa Claus. Whoops, I need to come down a little. No, I need to go up. I'm trying to show it to you. Is that a Santa Claus? On a plate? The Mickey Mouse. and a tub. Let's put him skiing over the tub. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And Mickey, I'm afraid I'll tear his ears off or something here. All right, we got the Dairy Queen. I'm going to leave that alone. And let's put a plate on here. I just want to use them up. Use it, use it, use it. And I think that's my last page. Now, what I wanted to do well, I guess I won't. I wanted to use these two, and I set them aside, and it's a, I could use it on this, maybe. He would stick out a little, and a dress. I think I will. I'm not going to glue the bottom or the top up here. I'm just going to glue it in the center. Put him there. Put the dress over here. And we'll call this enough for today of this. I get tired of doing one thing over and over and over. I need variety. Did I glue this down? Come on. I need a little variety. There we go. Now, what I have here for a baggie. I have these bunny rabbits in here. I'm going to put all my scrappy scraps and all of these in here. If I find the opening. So they don't spill out. If they spill out, they'll spill out in this bag. There we go. Put the cap on my glue stick. Keep it sticky. Give Penelope back her throne. Yeah, I've got some scraps that can go in the back in the scrap bag here. And we got some big ones that I'm not sure what I want to do with. All right, hold on. Hold the phone. I'm still sorting here. This is still scrappy scrap. And do I have a bag big enough to put these in? For the next time I come out and do my scrappy books. Come on, where's it at? What's holding you? No, it's holding it on the back. Let go of it. I got enough scraps to last me till the end of time. And we're going to put the smalls in there too. That sticker. Okay. So that was fun. It is 7:30. Let me come out and look at chat. In a minute here, let me take care of this. This was a good idea. It held my book down in place while I was working on it. That will take off some of my sticky, I don't know. Alrighty. So I could use this matchbook style and tear out of this if I wanted to use something on a ATC or a tag. I don't think, I put a back on here, but I don't think I'll put backs on the rest of them because I might want to use these for small art maybe. This one kills me. So I think I'm going to call this done. I have a finish. I have a finish. I'm going to call it a finish because I think what I want to do is tear out when I'm doing, you know, tear out things as I work. I'll keep this close by. And we'll just call it a done deal. It has grown to almost too fat for... I think what I'll do now is add, and I could do that right now, add a, what this is. See if I have something stronger. Piece of scrap. I have a piece of scrap here. Oh, I didn't get these little ones put back. I have a scrap piece here. I'll use this. And I'll just put that in there. And then when I want to fold up, yeah, I need my tape again. Hold that down. And I think I used glossy accent. Let's just put this right here and cut it. Let's put some glossy accent. Yep. Hold on. Got to get the needle out of the nozzle. Can't see it. Let's see if that opened it up enough. It did. So I'm going to put some glossy accent on here. Put that in there. And let's tape it for now, and it'll dry. I'll find my and then when it dries, I'll pull this off. So I'm going to leave this open for now and let that dry, and that'll give enough, that'll elongate it enough that I can tuck these pages in. So we'll just set that aside. I'm going to come out and look at chat, see if anybody's talking to me this morning. Are you out there? Are you up? Are you awake? Oh, I didn't get all those littles put away. I'll put them over here. That was a fun exercise. I like doing this matchbook. It is a version of small art. It isn't exactly small art that's finished, but what I'm thinking is I can tear these out and use them on ATCs or tags or in my one of my journals someplace. So this is kind of a matchbook flow art book, kind of, where you can tear things out of. I'm kind of liking that. All right, let me come out and chat. I need to zoom out a little. I don't know what I'm going to do next. Let me refresh my chat. Chat filter. All messages. Ray is here. She says, my constant memory loss. Where are my reading glasses? My phone, my book light. I know. I need a clapper tool on it. On my scissors, on my phones, on my on my glasses. I get it. Yesterday when I was unloading all those bags of dirt, we have a park bench out there by the garden, and I sit down and rest. And I took my glasses off and set them on the park bench. I was resting my eyes. And then I got up and finished my work, and I came in the house and took a shower, and I was going to go read or look at the phone or something, and all of a sudden I realized I didn't have my glasses. I looked around my chair. I looked in the bathroom. I looked in the back porch. And I thought, I looked out on the front porch, because sometimes I sit out on the front porch, and I take my glasses off, and I'll sit them. I have to be careful about doing that, because I sit them beside me, and if I get up and walk away, where I sit them is where my brother sits, and he could sit on them. But I left them out on the park bench. I had to go out, and I looked on the park bench. That's where they were. Lala's, hi Lala. Ray, my memory is better from years ago than an hour ago. Yeah, you tend to have those memories stuck away, and there they are, and you're trying to remember what you did 5 minutes ago, and it's gone forever. Ray says, with my memory, I'm surprised Betsy's name popped up in my mind. Betsy, I remember Betsy Wetsy. Oh, was that one of the dolls, a Betsy Wetsy doll? Hi, Keeks. Welcome in, welcome in. If you're still around, I tend to work on my projects, and then I'll take a break and chat. So if you're still here, welcome in, Keeks. Lala says she remembers Betsy Wetsy. It must have been a doll. The pic of the doll with the pacifiers. Oh, is that Betsy Wetsy? That doll reminds me of a Betsy Wetsy doll. I never had a Betsy Wetsy doll. She leaked, huh? Oh, you guys, that's so funny. Ray, they're saying good morning, Ray and Lala. Here's where Keeks came in. Says hello, Lala. Lala says, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Lala, for always posting that. I appreciate, you know, those likes and the watch time. That really helps our channels. We appreciate it. My lives are probably get me the best return on my time on my live streams. When I do shorts or when I do long form videos, I don't get the return on the investment, the time investment. So when you guys come in here and chat and press the like and share, even talk to each other, meet new people, it really helps the channel grow. Probably even more than watching videos for me. I don't upload very many videos anymore. I have an unlisted that I did yesterday, and I checked right before I came in here this morning, and it's been over 8 hours that they've been processing a 30-minute unlisted video. I'm just going, you put me on the back burner, you haven't, you know, somebody important must be processing their video. Oh, there's Angie. She said she has to go. Mom has a doctor appointment. I miss saying hello to Angie. Keeks is here. Thank you guys for greeting Keeks. She's new to me. I appreciate it when you say good morning to people that are new. There was Becky. Becky says, I will be right back. I'm listening from across the room as I sew the final hems in my this knit dress. Yeah, I saw Becky's short. I don't know if that was her knit dress or not, but she was walking down the runway in her dress. I don't think it was hemmed yet. Oh, and it was a cute short, Becky, if you're out there. Kick says hello to Becky. Here's where she popped in, or they popped in. I think let's look at Keeks' channel. Let's go, channel. Go to channel. You're new to me, Keeks. Keeks Hunt. I'm a mixed media artist with my exploration phase. Let's see, please check out my Instagram. And she puts a link to her Instagram. Well, welcome in, Keeks. Let's check out your channel. We'll do you a shout out. We'll do you a shout out here. Grab your channel. Share. Copy link. Come in here and I'll drop your channel in here if I can find the chat box. And I'll put Keeks here. And paste in the channel. There's Keeks' channel. Go say hello. If you aren't subscribed, I don't think I'm subscribed. We'll subscribe to you. And we'll hit the all notification. And she's got some shorts, some videos, lives, playlists, and posts. Let's check out your videos. This is kind of art. Sketch box powder watercolors, mini sketchbook. Well, there you go. Colorful fish collage, art dice prompts, bee postcards, gel plate ATCs. Got some interesting things going on there. Image transfers, ink pattern paper, a video for Ronan, tooth painting and chat. Ooh, there's a tooth on. Whoops, I don't want to. I don't play the videos. I just go down and look and see what you've been doing. Field mouse, gouache painting, gel transfers. You've been here for a pretty long time, haven't you? Mushroom fairy home. Let's look at your your. See, when did you join? 2013. So you've been here almost as long as I have, because I joined in 2013. In fact, you're a couple months earlier than me. I joined in June. You joined in April. So, hello, Keeks. Welcome in. Wait. I didn't mean to go that way. I meant to go this way. Let's get Keeks some subscribers. You need, for your style of art that you've been doing, you need a lot more subscribers, lady. Or gentleman. I don't know if you're a lady or a gentleman. It looks like you're a lady. I'm making assumptions here. Sometimes that gets me into trouble. You know what an assumption does for you. Let's see, you got shorts going on here. A few. You're getting some nice views on them. 989, 1.8K, 433. You're getting some nice views on your shorts. You have some live streams. Happy Mail. Let's see, how long ago have you live streamed? Keeks Hunt. 11 hours ago. So that was just yesterday. 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. You've been doing some nice live streaming, it looks like. Yeah, the live streams for me are what, like I say, it gives me my return on my time investment. So it looks like you're doing some nice live streaming. You got some playlists. Creating, gouache painting, drawing, acrylic painting, scroll and scribble, sketchbook tours. You like the sketchbooks, don't you? Artist trading. You do a little of everything, though. Watercolor, swatching, collage. So, Keeks, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. You have a nice channel going there. Folks, if you haven't found Keeks, go visit. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me go into my live. It's 7:45. I go until 9. Let's get out of my ad. And see, I get these blank I don't know why I get those blank chat boxes here. Come on. There we go. Oh, did Deb stop in? Hi, Devin. Keeks has the sweetest giggle and does lots of different things. Oh, I'm going to have to listen to her giggle. Welcome in, Devin. I mean it, Keeks. I enjoy your channel. Yeah, it looks like a good channel. Aw, she says. Hi, Carol. Good morning, Miss Carol. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Hi, Elise. I saw you in the chat yesterday in Katia's chat. Wasn't that a cool piece that she's doing? I'm going to work on that. I started tatting with her until she got to the paper clip. And I'm going, I don't have a paper clip available. So I stopped. I thought, I think that paper clip was just for a mock Picasso type thing. And well, I thought maybe I can do just to do a mock Picasso without the paper clip. And I tried it and I got everything all tangled up. So I just stopped and watched her. But I'd like to go back to what Katia is the tatting muse. She does some nice things. She does needle tatting primarily. Some of the things that she showed us, my mouth just dropped open. Oh. Is Sylvia in here? There's Becky. Hi, Becky. Let's play Becky's link. It's an Instagram. Is that your dress? Oh, I get a redirect here. Hold on. Yeah. Come on. My phones have not been redirecting nice. Let's see if I can get rid of that. I get rid of the redirect and it pops up. Let's see if that works. There we go. Oh, that's cool, Becky. That is a cool dress. Oh, that'll look nice on you. Is that the knit one? Isn't that cool? That'll look nice on you, Becky girl. Becky does so many cool things. If you haven't found Becky's channel, hop on over. She does an Instagram. She's got 3 cats, and I think Greg has a cat. Her little Bernadette. She passed away. She went over the Rainbow Bridge, I think. Let's see, I'm in Arlene's art here. I'm still in Instagram. May the Lord bless you always. Arlene does some nice things. She did let's see if I can find it here. She did a doll here. Just here it is. The sword, she's calling this her Ephesians 6 doll, but it's a mixed media doll. And Ephesians 6 is like the breastplate and a shield and a sword, and they relate that to spiritual things. But the crown of righteousness, I think she's got a crown on her doll. This is a cool doll. Very nice, Arlene. Let me get out of this. Arlene is not in here this morning, but she's sometimes she doesn't feel well. This is Thursday morning. Usually it's Friday mornings but she probably thought Meri isn't coming on again. I have been so inconsistent because I've been so busy. So many things grabbing at my time. The second photo shows me in the dress. Oh, let's go check did you give more than one link? Is this the second photo? Let's see if that's the one. I have to take the redirect out. My redirects aren't working for some reason. Whoops. Well, that's the first one. I missed the second link, Becky. Ooh, that's cool. Let's go to her. Just seeing this one. I don't see you in the dress. I see the dress hanging, and this was the one we just saw with the neckline. Is that what you... Hot diggity dog, I finally got that neckline. She says, I finally was successful with a neckline. Yeah, sewing knits is... Let's look at some of Becky's. This is she does these hot pads. She uses up all these little scrappy pieces of yarn. Is that a doily or a hot pad? I think that might be a... And here's a hot pad. And more hot pads. This is a set. Becky, I'm showing off your art. Oh, that's breakfast. Now I'm hungry. I didn't eat before I came in here. There's some more little square pieces. Are those there? Those are sets, I think, of dishcloths. And here's she found all this little. I think she got this at a thrift store, didn't you? All these little bags. A Premier Home Cotton. And she buys all this yarn at the thrift store, and she makes all these cool things. Here's where she's cutting out her dress. Knit dress. I don't know what this is. A little panda. Liked by others. And Dar. You didn't tell us what it was, a little panda bear set. Probably found it at the thrift store, huh? And these are some more dishcloths. What's this? Sunday's bread day. Ooh, cinnamon rolls. Yummy. Now I'm getting hungry. This looks like soup and sandwich. Now I am hungry. Here's a Little Sisters Crafting and Other. Let's see. What did she say? This is just who liked it. It's a shawl, cape. Somebody else did one of those. Lisa did something. Lisa, My Eclectic Life, did a cape. Some more dishcloths. Yeah, Becky's been busy with all these dishcloths. Look at this one. This one's cool. That's a cool set, Becky. Neutrals. Very nice. Well, I'm showing off Becky's work. Is this Callie? I think that's Callie, her kitty. Callie. He's sleeping. She's sleeping. Dishcloths. What's this? Did you paint that? Is that a card you did? Or very cool. Very cool, Miss Becky. Here's her cats again. Is it Tippy and Callie? Was that other one Tippy? Or is that Howie and Howie and Tippy? Or Howie and Callie? I don't know. I have a hard time keeping those cats straight. Look at all this. Look at Becky's been busy. Is that Tippy or Callie? I don't know. Let's go back to chat. Now let me refresh. Oh, messages. Piper. Oh dear. Becky can sew and cook and crochet anything. Lala says, I'm jealous. Panda Express. Oh, those yarns were a Mary Maxim order? The dress form and then slide across to get to the second photo. Oh, let's go back. The dress form and then slide across. Okay, let me go back to that link. I want to see you in it. Of course, I have to get rid of the redirect. Whoops. Okay. They put Gemini on my phone. I didn't ask for Gemini. and it messes me all up. I think I hit the microphone here. I don't like that redirect is not working. I might have messed up. Oh, there it is. Now slide across. Oh, there she is. She's in the dress. That looks good on you, Becky. That looks good on you. You know, that darker color makes you look skinny. Well, you probably are skinny, but it makes you look, it really enhances you. It makes you look good, girl. Very nice. Tap again to exit. Oh, there's Legia. She comes in here a lot. She's been doing some oil painting. Very nice. Let's give her a heart. Whoops. I want to give her a, not the comment, Mary, the hearts. What did I do? No comments yet. Heart. Yeah, she's been oil painting. I think this is a building down in Mexico or New Mexico. I don't know for sure. All right, let me go back. Now I want to refresh again. Very nice, Becky. And thanks for popping in. I know you stay busy. Very pretty. Let's see, what else did I miss? Becky is very talented. Devon's here. Welcome in, Devon. Sylvia's here. Hi, Sylvia. It's good to see you. And we went to Keek's channel. All right, I think I'm pretty caught up with chat. It is, well, a little before 8. This clock is about 5 minutes fast here. Let me go back into my, let's see what, I've got an hour. Is this glossy accent dry enough to, let's fold this in. I'm going to leave that tape on there for now. And I need to do a closure. I might just tie it like this. I might call this my closure. I didn't intend it as a closure, but let's see how this works. This is kind of a wax thread. I'm not gonna, it's not gonna close. It's not gonna hold it. I need a, oh, let's go back to this. Let's grab this. I'll probably put some charms or something on this. This is a kind of a seam binding with netting or something in it, but this will work for now as a closure. Let me snip some off. I'll have to, I wonder if I can tie that on here. Well, get a hold of it. See if I can tie that. It'll probably slip out. I should probably glue it. But it might hold it temporary until I get the, well, I could glue it. Hold on. I need a third hand. No, I'm not on my dot here. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess you guys can see it. I'll have to go back and glue that in, but I'm not going to do it until after this is all dry. Let me tie this. I just want to get it closed for now. Come on. There we go. And I'll handle this next time I work on it. I'll have to glue it in here. Glue the ribbon on to tie for closure. Let's see what I want to do. I've got an hour. What do I have out? I have, I'm not going to do any more envelope art, but I think I might use my envelope art as my thumbnail. I have this I was going to work in, and I could fussy cut dolls. I'm not sure I'm up to doing fussy cuts. Kind of boring. Let me put my scrap bags away. Crunching paper. I'm crunching paper here. I put these in one of those big, hello, I'm what you've been waiting for envelopes. All my scraps that just keep growing. I know what let's do. Well, put it over there. I know what I'll do. I have this book, and somebody sweet sent me a second copy of it. And I've cleaned out underneath my desk for some reason. I dropped something and I had to find it, and I pulled all these. I could either make art to put in here, or I could take some of this, which I'm leaning toward, and make some more envelopes. This, let me zoom out now, because you aren't gonna see it. Let me zoom out. Zoop. And I can't see very well where I'm at. I guess that's good. I stepped on something below. Scrap of that lace. Needs to go in the scrap bag. Okay. So this is real cool. I was bemoaning, this is one of those Cynthia Heart Victorian. I got calendars from, like, was it the 80s through 2000 or something? Or the early 90s through 2000. I put them away except for this year's. But I'm thinking I'll take some of this. Looks like I already have some fussy cut. And let's make a couple of envelopes. And I think I was bemoaning Andrew Jackson Downing's, a founder and editor, and you know, some of this. Let's grab an envelope. If you weren't here earlier, I'm decorating envelopes with things. I'll show you the ones I've done. And I'll probably use these to send. These are just some prints that I made early on with my printer when I was trying to figure it out. And they were in my bag of scraps. So I could, let's grab an envelope. Let's put these back. These are just dollar store, Dollar General envelopes. You've got to kind of watch them with the pricing. For a while there, I caught them a couple times. I saw a video where somebody had pointed out that they had a lower price on the shelf than what they charged at the cash register. And so I checked, and I pointed it out to her, and she went back and looked, and she gave me the lower price. But I haven't been checking lately to see. You got to point that stuff out. What they sometimes they put in the cash register is not what they don't. I don't think they do that intentionally. I think that just happens. This is a trust in the Lord, or my angel. Now, sometimes if you work it right, you can get both, but we'll see. How about this? This is I don't know what that is. In the first decade of the 20th century, the automobile, oh, that's an automobile with, I'm not saying, my lighting isn't too good here. Let's turn on, see if this light helps me any. Helps a little. So if I put that automobile on there, I'm not destroying anything here. And I'll cut it there, and then I can put this text on there. In the first decade of the 20th century, the automobile, variously called a motor fly, MOCOLE, M-O-C-O-L-E, motor rig, autobane, and autokinetic, remained a toy of the rich until Henry Ford put his cheap 4-cylinder model on the market in 1909. Now, that text ends there, so I won't be able to save this. It kind of, let's fold this right here. See if I can use a part of it. I think I like that, and I can save this, which is, well, it's kind of dark anyway. Probably shows better to you than it does to me. A bicycle. I must say that I was fascinated by the many handsome figure and love that bicycle. It looks like I can't see that very well here. It's really dark, so I think I will fussy cut this. Out. Might as well use this up, otherwise it's just sitting here. It's just sitting here, and this is one I already started cutting in, and some sweet person, I don't know if it was Anwar or Becky, but somebody, was it you, Becky, that sent me the copy, or was that Anne? Somebody sent me a copy of this book. Elise says hello to everybody. I'm way behind in chat. Let me go down to the bottom. Love and a motor, Deb says. Great quote. Carol said goodbye to Ray. Bye, Ray. Have a great day. She says, have a wonderful day. Gotta run. Oh, that looks like a cool book. I've got a lot of her calendars. I paid a pretty price for them, but oh, what a collector's item. I mean, there must have been 30 calendars. And I still have some books I need to send off to. I had a giveaway, and I keep saying I'm going to send them, and I never get it done. I'm horrible. I'm a horrible person with Happy Mail. Don't, you know, don't, I try, but I'm going to cut down on my Happy Mail gifting because I'm missing the mark. And it's not fair to you guys. Not fair! Now, Let's see, it needs to be cut here. Now, I'm not sure how this, I'm just going to cut it here. Get it off on the side here. I've got a glare on this glossy paper. Can you see the wheels there? And this looks like the back of it. I think I can do this a little more justice here. And I don't know whether I want to cut in there. I think I'll leave that alone. Let's put this way. And there's a lady and a man. I think you guys, if you zoom in, might see it better than I do here. And then I'm going to take this quote. It says, Ford's genius lay in converting the automobile from a plaything of the rich to a necessity for the middle class. I don't know if I can get that whole thing on there. We might have to find another place to cut that. And I'm not destroying anything on the back. I think I can. Now I'm going to use my glue stick to put this in with, but I might have to come back. I don't trust those glue sticks for long term. Maybe my fine art glitter glue might be a... Let's see. Let's save this text just for it might come in handy. And this I can scratch. All right, I'm going to put this aside for right now. I'm going to prep a couple of them, and then we'll come back. Now this, I think I'm going to save for something else. So I'm going to put it in the back. Yeah, this is a cool book. A cool school book. Let's put that back there. So let's see. Could use a facing page. Victorian scrapbook. What's on the other side? Yeah, see, it's going to be hard to pick and choose. But that's the fun of these books. Now, I do like that. Let's get out another envelope. I'm so slow here. Sorry about that. We'll pull a couple out. See, that'll fit on there very nice. What's on the back, though? Text. Just that. And, of course, this will cut it right there, but I think I like this better. And I can even save the cameos off for something. And it gets almost all of this. Let's bring it over. It's my pencil. I have a better pencil than this, but this will work. Well, maybe it'll work. I might have to use this envelope as a model. All right, I can see that. You guys probably can. It cuts off a little of that cameo. I could. Hold a minute. Let me get an eraser. Let's erase this. Because I don't need this. I could save that cameo. Let's cut this here. Let's cut this first. And see, this I could put in my scrap page. All right, we're going to cut right. And in fact, I think I'm going to, no, I think I want to go out. And I'm not getting anything on the back. That I'm going to put this in my paste-a-page or scrap journal, scrap. I might as well use this. Might as well use it because I've got one that I'm not tearing up and I won't cut it up. It was a gift. It was a gift. Now, we want to put this on. I'm going to save that one for a model. I want to put this one on here. So let's cut it. Let's make a mark. With my ruler. That's pretty good. I forgot which one was my scrap. I think my scrap's over there. I think yeah, that'll be fine. And I will, when I do send out Happy Mail, right now I'm not planning on sending these out because I've got Happy Mail stacked up that I need to get sent. And I've been very slow. All right, let's see what else we have here. This is a pretty blank page. And this carries over to here, which I'm going to have trouble choosing. But let's tear this out. And we'll just put this back in here someplace. And this, see, I have, if I mess that up, well, that happens to be right in the center, so I could still use that as a little stamp. So this could go on here. And I could save off one of these too. So let's see what I have here. And this is a duplicate book, so, and I have another book that I found at the thrift stores around here, and I've got 2 or 3 copies of that book that I can, there's 2 envelopes here. Now, I think I'll cut it here so it doesn't appear to be it will be a little off. But yeah, let's see what happens here. Put it this way. And I could put something that it really doesn't show too bad, that if I outlined it, it would show it's got a nick out of the corner there, like that. I could put a flower, I'll probably, or maybe even this little piece. Come on. What are you doing? Put him up here. Like that. I just get to see it's kind of off down here too. So I think I like that. So we're going to call that one 1. And I've got this piece. There's text on the back. So sometimes that text is interesting to read. I'll save that out. And then I've got all of this in the margin, which is kind of interesting. And to be honest with you, if I have a duplicate, somebody was so sweet to send me a duplicate of this book, because I was bemoaning the fact that I couldn't fussy cut it. And this is a good way, since I already had deconstructed it, this is a good way to use it and share it. And it just doesn't sit gathering dust. Now I'm going to save all this text because for hundreds of years, brilliantly colored images reproduced in a Victorian scrapbook have been tucked away, forgotten, preserved, private collections. Yeah, that's what we do. And this way, sending them out into the world shares it. Of course, now this is not original art. This is copies out of a book, but yeah. All right, let's get an envelope. Let's see what I want to do here. I don't think I want to. I could include both of those, or I could cut it here and do it horizontally. This one here, maybe. Let's see what happens. Oh, excuse me. I haven't had breakfast. All right, if we put that there, I could take one of these. This one's the taller. It doesn't make much sense up there, but we could do something like that. I kind of like that. Or I Now this one stretches it out too much. I like the other one. Put that one in here. Kind of a collage type thing. I'm not sure about it. If I cut this one down, it could fit like that. Cut this right here and put it up above. I don't like that black there. Bring that down a little. Kind of like that. And cut it there. So we're going to put these 3 pieces with it. I think I'll put them in the envelope. And we have this one. And this one I'm just going to do like this. No, I had that little, where is it? I put this on it, didn't I? Not that one. This one on it. So that way I don't lose what I was thinking. And this one I think is the best of them all. I like this one. I might have to cut it down a little bit on each side. Or I could tuck them in the envelope and send them off as Happy Mail. We only glued one, didn't we? We could just tuck these in the envelope and say, here's some Happy Mail. Well, we'll decide. I wanted to do envelope art. Oh dear. I think these are all. That has one in it. That does. That does. That does. I thought I did one. All right. So we have a little piece here. Home Sweet Home. What time is it? It's 8:30. Home Sweet Home. What's on the other side? Is it going to be gorgeous? Yes. See, stuff like this. I could cut these up, but I'm not sure I could cut this up. This is kind of cool. Let's see what's over here. It'd be nice on an envelope. And it would take, well, it would take the floral and it'd take the text here. You never saw anything so fine as Princess Clementine's Valentine. It glittered with gold, it shimmered with lace, pink cupids poised with dainty grace. I don't know if I want to cut that up. It comes, see, it would get this one. It would get both of those. And the other alternative is to scan it, but I don't know if I want to do that. But I could do these 2, maybe 3, and I could do this. So let's cut this. Right? I'm just getting text on the back, but and don't know. I guess I don't care about the flower too much right now. Well, because flowers are easier to find than all right, there's one. I don't think I want to cut those. And boy, I just making sure that I'm doing right here. And this one will nick off a little. We'll see. And that leaves me with that verse and these two. I'll have to decide. And I may just make a flip out of it someplace. Now this one, you would get the flower cart, but I love that. And this would cut. And what's on the back of this? Looks like an open card. Picasso. I think I'll come back to that. We're going to save this out and this. A lot of decisions. But look, I've got what? How many envelopes here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can share with 4 people. Well, I'm going to keep these things together in here. So this would be the 5th one. Boy, that fits right on there. It fits. I don't have to do anything to it. I'm just going to tuck it in. I'll come back later and make them. I'm just getting them compiled together now. This, I guess I should grab a couple. I'm wondering if I can fit. So awkward here. I think I can fit it this way and put something in there. Let's cut it. This, you know, I need to start using things up. See, I have this piece that could fit in here. And this doesn't quite fit over here. I might have to snip this off just a teeny bit over there, or bring this more in so that this fits better. I'll decide when I use it. I think that's, is that a bird? I think those are birds. It might go this way. Those are birds. I need to use up. If you use it, you don't really lose it. You use it up and that isn't gonna, there we go. That a little like that. And I got books upstairs that need to be fussy cut, taken apart, that I got at a book sale. I can't go to any more book sales till I use some of this stuff. And of course this is going to be a problem to cut. She's beautiful. Yeah. I would get a little bit of this, but I might be able to save the little gal. And on this, I'd have to choose these or these. I think I'm tending toward this, because I have these. And I think I can get most of her. I won't, it'll come right in here. And it'll get that. But that's okay. And her head comes up in here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Meri, you're cutting that beautiful. Yes, I am. I wouldn't do it if this was the only copy that I had of the book. And I've got all her calendars. Well, not all of them. I got 30 of her calendars, Cynthia Hart calendars. So this is something I can fussy cut. And I'm thinking sharing it. Now, whether this is the question. Am I going to put it on the envelope and put it through the mail as envelope art? I'll come back and fussy cut that. Or am I going to put it inside the envelope for people to use as they want? If I put it on the envelope, they can still cut it off, cut the envelope. It might have been Anne who sent me the duplicate book. It could have been Becky. I think it was one of those two, but I could be wrong there. It's been a while. It's been a while. Somebody sent me a duplicate book. Let's look at chat. Let's see what's going on in chat. Let me refresh it here. It's 8:41. Well, it's really more like 7:35, 7:36 up in there. Let me do a fresh on my chat. Whoops, wrong one. Lala says, hi, Lucia. Hi, Lucia. Welcome in. I showed everybody your oil painting. Carol, what it says, what's it called? Hi, Vale. Welcome in. Vale says, Lucia, it's nice to see you. You missed Deb. She must have gone. Enjoy your day. Deb streamed yesterday a little bit earlier in the afternoon. I think she's alternating with Anne. I was out in the yard working. I had dirt to move. Yeah, I showed everybody your oil painting. Was that building down in Mexico, or are you painting that from a photograph? She's commuting this morning, but the train delays, so I decided to pop in until we get moving. How's everyone doing? I don't know, her train might have taken off again. Enjoy your day, Deb. Deb said, I need to get going. I'm glad Lucy woke me up early today. Aw, so I could catch you live, Mary. Aw, thank you, Deb. That's sweet. Pretty page, Mary. Thank you, Vale. Becky said, I just make an envelope from that entire page. Then the whole page is beautiful. What a great idea. Yeah, because I've got a couple pages. Oh, I'm going to do that, Becky girl. I have an envelope maker. It's up on the shelf there somewhere. Oh, that's a great idea. Becky, if you're out there listening, thank you. Devin, very cool collage card, Mary. I like it with that colorful square in the corner. That must have been with the book. So what do you guys think? Should I make the envelopes and put the art on the back of the envelope, or should I just send the art as Happy Mail? I want your opinion. Yolanda, she does. I look forward to her comments and quotes. Deb says, Lala, you have a great attitude. Deb is telling Lala. Lala says, I'm blessed. I have my YouTube family. Wasn't that sweet, Devin? She's gone, but somebody sent me an extra copy of this book. And in my mind, I could be wrong because I forgot who sent it to me. And it's not out. I put it away. It's back in my bookshelf. That's got the doors blocked with boxes. I said, I'm going to work through all those boxes before I get back in that back room. Lala says, never be sorry for anything you can't control. That's true. The good news is the floor is holding and I don't have to move out for a while the landlord does repairs. Yeah, Lala had was it was a flood. Was it your water heater that flooded was it your room? I don't know whether it was a basement. Destroyed a lot of her things. Never be sorry for things you can't control. Keek says, I'm thinking of you and hope your cleanup goes well. Thank you, Carol. I can just get a new jelly plate. I'll be happy. Maybe I'll get it Christmas. Everyone has different hardships, Carol says. Doesn't mean we care any less for anyone. That's true. Staying positive. Lucky if my other craft supplies are not ruined. Think about it. People had their houses bombed every day. They have it worse than me. Or even people down south, Texas and Oklahoma, Arkansas, into Tennessee, even into Georgia, have been having horrible, horrible tornadoes. Mississippi, I think Mississippi was under a lot of warnings yesterday. It can happen to anybody at any time. And we just have to think of these things, even like now, like that extra book that was sent to me. It's a gift. What we have in our life, all of this art, even our lives are a gift, but that's another story. All of our art, the roof over our head, the lighting, the internet, it's all gifts. And we enjoy it while we have it. And I love that Becky mentioned making an envelope out of these full pages. I love that she said to do that because you can share this with other people who might enjoy it, put it in their journal, put it on a tag, whatever you want to do with it. It's a gift. And if you look at this stuff as a gift and not as a possession, I tend to treasure stuff. I mean, we all do. We treasure our gifts so much that we feel almost a grief if we lose that stuff. And that's, it's not wrong to feel grief, but it's easier to say, I enjoyed it while I had it, and if I lose it, at least I still have my life. All right, I'm done. Let's see. Carol says, Lala, no worries. Sorry about your water heater. That's a lot of work to clean up. Did it flood again, or are you still trying to recover? I'm trying to keep up, Lala says, but I'm so busy trying to work on this room where we had the hot water heater flood and watch at the same time. You do what you need to do, Lala. You do what you need to do. Thanks for popping in here. Vale says, nice to see everyone. It's good to see you, Vale. I haven't forgotten your elephant fabric. I haven't forgotten you. I have lots to send to you. It kind of built up on me when your mail situation went south, or that's an expression, when you guys had trouble with your mail, and I need to get those things mailed off to you. I'm horrible with mail. I'm just horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Oh, there's Juju. Oh, there's Juju. She's probably gone now. I've scrolled up. She says, oh my gosh. Hey, Meri. Blanket hello on my... to work. Oh, she's on her way to work. I'll be in the balcony. So, oh, she's at work, I guess. I'll be in the balcony. Glad to catch you. Juju. Crafting on the back 40. Good to see her in here. Dale says, good morning. Devin says, loving a motor. It's a great quote. All right. Let's go down to the bottom. Lala, it's so true. I'm very grateful for this art community full of lovely people. Lala says, aren't we blessed? We have each other. Please remember the like, comment, share, subscribe. We have it for a short time, and then it goes to where it's needed next. We are blessed by what memories our stuff made, but friendship is forever, and that's important. That really is true. Dale says, not to worry, Meri. Well, I want to get that fabric to you for sure, and I'm going to give you more than just a little strip because I have plenty. So let's put this... I'm not going to, I don't think I need to even fussy cut this stuff out. And I'm still determining whether I'm going to glue it on the envelope or put it inside. We'll figure that out. I'm not going to send these out right away anyway. So now, see, I still have enough of this to save this. So let's save that next. Right now, I'm just going to get it out of the magazine here. And that looks like a little girl I can keep. And that's... let's bring it down this way. All right. I've only got about 15 minutes left. This is just kind of a fill-in project for me. I really need my smaller scissors for this. Filling in my last half hour doing this. I need to do more of this. I've got some big stack of books that are cool that I got for art. That's why I bought them. You know, and to tell you the truth, well, with all the internet, we're not going to see a lot of these books anymore. I mean, we'll see them for a while. There's still books out there, and they're still reasonably priced, but however, now I think this had a little one here. I'm going to save her off. That's a tassel, but that's a bird. I can save that little guy. Let's save him. Now, I guess I'll save the bird. what's over here? Oh, I wanted these. I cut into that. Well, I think I'll save this and it'll take some of this, but it is what it is. So Becky was hemming her blue dress earlier this morning. She's probably got it all hemmed now and has moved on to some other cool project. That was a pretty dress. Becky looks good in it. Oh, there's that. Yeah. And I think I'll save this scrappy scrap here because it could go on something. On a corner or someplace to fill in a gap. So I'm going to put these up here. And, oh, that's that little one. He's actually, looks like he's got a, I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, I think there was a card going over it. There's that one. Can't save that too much. That's scrap, 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 scrap. Oh, let me get rid of some of these scraps. Is that a scrap? No, that's the bird. Ow. I think for the bird, I'm going to cut it like that for now. And now I think I will, because I could put something in there. And I'm going to sacrifice that little girl for this. That's the way it goes. And I haven't decided on that yet, so I'm going to put this over here in the front. Some of this stuff I'll have to decide on later. So this goes in an envelope. And scraps. All right. Let's see if we have anything else I can get to. I don't have too much time left. Becky had a great idea on these full pages to make envelopes and let them decide. Oh, just gorgeous. Full steam ahead. That would go on a big envelope. But ooh, look at this is what's on the cover? No. Is that what's on the cover? I think it is. Yeah. This is the cover of the book, or the book cover. The book itself is just a... The other option I could do is leave those full pages in and do a journal. I don't really work this big anymore in journals. It's just, I like the more handheld ones. Look at these. Oh, just gorgeous. I already said that. Let's see. Oh, this is cool. This has already been cut here, but I can save this. There's nothing on the other side. That's pretty cool. That'll fit on an envelope. And I think I'll leave the torn edge. This, I remember, you know who sent me this book? This book, I think, was sent to me by Sharon Marlowe. I think she's the one who sent me the first book. I don't think that she sent me the duplicates. I'm going to leave it torn. I remember she tore that page. I remember that came torn. She tore some things out of it. I'm going to leave this one just like this. Oops, that one already has something in it. What did we put in there? This one. I'm getting a stack of them here. Woohoo! I might just have to... Well, we won't say that because I don't want to commit myself to something I can't. A promise I can't keep. I have promises to go. Oh, it's time to quit. It's time to quit. Good ending. I'll save that text off. So we'll revisit this another time. Look at this. Isn't this cool? Ah! Ah! Victorian scrapbook. Yes, it is. It's fun to share. How many do I have? I have more than what I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then let me grab one more envelope here to put these littles in. And we might just do collage with those, who knows. We'll call that 10, but I don't know if I'll make that. And then I'm going to use these as my thumbnail because these are finished. And I just have a few left to do out of this box. I used some envelopes out of here, though. This was not a full box. Alrighty. Let me come out and say goodbye before I have to scurry out. Today is Thursday. I think Pink Girly comes on next. Let me say goodbye. Thanks for joining us, Keeks. I want to see more of you. If you have not subscribed to Keeks, I might still have a channel in here. Let's see if I do. If I don't, I will take the message out. Nope, I don't have it anymore. Paste? No. Let's try clipboard and see what happens. Here it is. There is Keek's channel. If you aren't subscribed, go give her a subscription. She's got a pretty good channel. Deb says she likes her laugh. Did I lose my... Got an ad. Yeah. Get mad at it. Don't hit your phone, Mary. Yeah, but you don't give me my chat. I can't see the... Oh, there it is. Hi, Joyce. Joyce, I got your piece, your fabric. That's another thing I don't want to work on. I'm waiting on Becky's and I'm waiting on Janet Nash's. Joyce, yours is going out tomorrow, Carol says. Joyce says, Vale, read above. Vale says, Mary, everyone have a blessed day. Keek says, wow, Carol, that's exciting. Carol says, Mary, I'm 34 subscribers away from 1K. Let's go grab the last thing. Let's go grab Carol's channel. Go to channel. 34 away. Wow. Well, maybe somebody will see it on the replay. Well, hold on, Carol. Let's go to her channel. Go to channel and grab her link and come back into and put Carol. Weslasky, am I pronouncing that correctly? Taste my quiet corner. There we go. So if you aren't subscribed to Carol, go. She's 34 away from 1K. That's really great. Congratulations. Well, I'd like to see some more chat here. Let's see. Aunt Beck says, everyone that was in the block swap or donated to the American Cancer Society are to expect happy mail from me. All right, Becky. Becky's been a busy lady. Did you get your dress hemmed? All right, I better get off because I think Glory Pink Girly is coming on. I wish you all a good day. I will be streaming tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock or tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. And I think Pink Girly is on next. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.